The Buddha taught that everything in the aggregates is impermanent because they are always in flux. They cannot be the basis for a lasting change in self. For example, the happiness you felt yesterday, the thought you had a moment ago, or even your physical appearance from a year ago, all these are different now. The aggregate shows there is no fixed or permanent self. What we call me or I is just a collection of changing process. There is no unchanging core within these process to identify as the self. For example, if your thought, feeling, body, and consciousness are all constantly changing, then the self you claim as it is merely a temporary So, what are the five aggregates that arise and case based on the cause and conditions? They are the form, we call rupa, the body, a feeling, vedana, perception, sana, mental formation, sankhara, consciousness, vinara. Noticing the five aggregates in meditation help us break free from the cycle of the twirling of the dependent origination because it allows us to gain deep insight into their impermanent anesa and satisfactory dukkha and non-self anatta. These insights address ignorance a feature, the root cause of the trailing, and prevent the chain of dependent origination from continuing. The realization of the five aggregates help one see the emptiness of inheritance and reduce attachment and suffering. The five aggregates are the building block of our experience during meditation. We directly notice them as they arise and pass away. As we can see, form, rupa, the first five aggregates, that refers to the physical body and material aspects of existence, include the elements like earth, water, fire, and air, and the sense organ like eye, ears, nose, tongue, body. Let me explain as an example. Our body that grows, ages, and dies is a part of this aggregate. Another aggregate is feeling vedana, the sensation experience when encountering external or internal stimuli. The sensation can be pleasant, unpleasant, or natural. For example, like the warmth of the sunlight. Pleasant, we can feel. At headache, we feel like unpleasant or a dull moment. In this moment, we can feel like, that's natural. So another aggregates like perception, sana, the faculties of recognitions and categorization allow us to identify objects, songs, and other sensory experience. Mental formation, sankhara, in that aggregation, it includes thought, emotion, intentions, and volitional action, shake, past experience and conditionings. So these aggregates play a significant role creating karmic imprints. So consciousness, vinara, the awareness of the sensory and mental object through the six sense space, like sight, sound, smell, taste, touch, and thought. It acts as the underlying strength that connects experience, but is not permanent. So meditation that focuses on the five aggregates foster mindfulness, allowing practitioners to observe how these aggregates arise and dissolve in each moment. By recognizing that these aggregates are impermanent and lack inherent self, individuals can begin to, through the illusion that sustain their sense of identity and attachment. As practitioners, became more aware of their experience that the lens of the five aggregates, they can identify pattern of the clinging associated with each aggregate. For instance, clingings to feeling may manifest as a desire for pleasure or aversion for regrets view about oneself or others. This recognition helps to damage attachments and reduce suffering. So the practice encourage a deep understanding of oneself by complaining praise such as this is not mine, that is not, and this is not myself. Meditators can cultivate a sense of entrancement from their aggregates, so that shift in perspective disrupt the habitual identifications with the self, which is at the core of the circles of sufferings. So by considering observing the five aggregates in meditation, ignorance is placed by wisdom. Without ignorance, mental formations no longer arise from delusion. The change of dependence formations no longer arise from delusions. The change of dependent or resignation is interpreted, leading to the sensation of birth, aging, and death, and thus to the sensation of suffering. I break down these aggregates into their constituent parts during meditation. Practitioners describe the link in the throne limb of the dependent organizations. Origination, ignorance about the nature of self, leads to cravings. Through mindfulness of the aggregates, one sees how craving arises from clinging to them. This awareness allows for a detaching in craving, an attachment ultimately leading to sensations, and liberation from samsara. So in summary, noticing the five aggregates during meditation provide a practical framework for understanding and deconstructing one experience. So that practice not only foster mindfulness, but also facilitate insights into oneself and impermanence. As individuals recognize their patterns of clingings associated with each aggregate, they can effectively disrupt the saga of suffering outlined in the tall length of dependent origination, paving the way toward liberation. Thanks for your learning, and please support and subscribe to these channels to support to continuous learning. Thank you.